that is why we're seeing so many transfer stories at the moment. You know, usually we have the end of the season, people have a little bit of a break before the window opens, and then the transfer window really gets into full swing. But this summer, we've had lots of early transfer stories, lots of negotiations going on behind the scenes. And one of the reasons is because we've got this transfer window opening on June the 1st.
Florian Wirtz arrived in Liverpool under the veil of early morning mist, stepping off the private jet that had flown him in from Cologne. His expression was calm, but beneath that surface lay the quiet intensity of a player on the cusp of a career-defining move. The 21-year-old German, widely regarded as one of the brightest young talents in European football, was in the city not for sightseeing, but for the final phase of what had been one of the summer's most talked-about transfer sagas, his medical with Liverpool Football Club. The journey had been carefully orchestrated. Liverpool had long admired Wirtz, their scouting department keeping a close eye on his progress through the Bundesliga. Over the past season, as he dazzled with his vision, dribbling, and composure beyond his years, internal conversations shifted. What started as interest became intent. Now, here he was, in the red half of Merseyside, the final details being put into motion. At the AXA training centre, preparations were already in place. The medical team had cleared their schedule, the cameras were discreetly positioned to capture the historic moments, and the football world was watching with anticipation. Wirtz entered quietly, accompanied by his representatives and a senior member of Liverpool's recruitment team. His first steps inside the club's state-of-the-art facility symbolized the beginning of a new chapter, both for him and for the club's evolving era under Arne Slot. Wirtz was quickly ushered into the medical suite. Over the course of several hours, he would undergo a comprehensive battery of tests: cardiac screening, musculoskeletal evaluations, endurance checks, and scans, each stage meticulously executed to ensure that nothing was left to chance. The club knew what they were investing in, not just a prodigy, but a cornerstone for the future. As doctors moved through their procedures, Arne Slot arrived at the training ground. Calm, methodical, and quietly optimistic, he exchanged a few words with Wirtz during a brief break between tests. The manager had been a key figure in driving the club's pursuit, envisioning Wirtz as a central piece of his tactical puzzle. His ability to glide between the lines, link midfield to attack, and unlock tight defenses was exactly what Slot wanted to weave into Liverpool's future identity. Outside the facility, fans had begun to gather. Word had spread, and the mood was electric. Flags were waving, chants began to rise, and a sea of red was building as supporters hoped for a glimpse of the soon-to-be new signing. The excitement wasn't just about the player, though Wirtz certainly warranted it, but about what his arrival represented. Liverpool, retooling for a new chapter, were making a statement. Ambition wasn't fading with the end of the Klopp era, it was evolving. As the final parts of the medical were completed, Wirtz was taken on a short tour of the facility.